Hey, what's going on everybody? Temperistic here, back again for another video game showcase. Today, we are going to be taking a look at a game that just recently came out called Aphelion, I guess is how you say it. I'm not too sure. But this game is made by Don't Nod. If you don't know who they are the ones who made the original Life is Strange game. They also made Life is Strange 2. And Twin Mirror and Tell Me Why, which are two games that are very similar to Life is Strange, where you make choices, and those choices will determine how the game ends and what happens in the game. So they are a notorious video game company that basically just makes story games where you make choices. The gameplay usually isn't too crazy, but it's supposed to be games that make you think, make you feel, and yeah, have a great story. So far I'm loving the music. I believe the game right now is $31, which is a weird amount. If you have I think with like your EA account or something, it takes $5 up. I'm not too sure. It's on the Game Pass right now anyway. So I wasn't gonna buy this game just because the marking on it was pretty terrible. And in the Microsoft Store, when you clicked on it, no information really came up. So yeah, I saw it on the Game Pass though. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll check it out then. So settings are already tuned. Let's hop in. The year is 2062. Earth is dying from unmitigated climate change. Hope 01, ESA's first manned mission, heads to a newly discovered planet, Persephone, 12.3 billion kilometers away. Its mission: explore a potentially habitable zone known as the Source. Okay, so we are in the future. We are in the future. That looks like Saturn. So we are going from a detective game to a space sci-fi game. If you know me, you know I love sci-fi and space. Voices of the Earth. Space is our last hope. And those are the two characters I believe we'll be playing as. So far, the graphics seem pretty nice. Loving the music. Lighting is good.
Aria and I...
Please. Let's just move on.
Ari, please. I know you felt it too. Like no time has passed at all.
Nothing's changed for me since the last time we talked about this. It doesn't matter what I feel.
And I still don't understand.
That's how it has to be, Thomas. This mission comes first. Never had the luxury of anything else. You know what the stakes are.
Right. The future of humanity and all.
Looks like an acorn.
I suppose it does demand our attention.
I'm sorry. This was a mistake.
Best mistake I've made in years. Ari.
Looks like they were maybe on a ship that's similar to the one in the movie Passengers. If you guys haven't seen that, I highly recommend it.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas, come in.
So as the ship was entering the orbit of the planet, we did get a little bit of some frame rate droppage. Hopefully that'll clear up when the gameplay starts. Obviously, we would like to have no frame rate droppage, but if there is some, it's better that it's in the cinematics. At least for me. I personally would rather have the frames dropping in the cutscenes than the gameplay.
Thomas, come in. Please, answer me.
Don't Nod has never let me down before. I've enjoyed all their games that I've played. If Don't Nod's name was not attached to this game, I probably wouldn't have gotten it, even if it was free.
Damn it.
Alright, looks like we're going to be getting into the game here. Get out of the cockpit. Sensitivity is very slow. Okay, looks like we're going to have the opposite issue that we had with mouse PI for hire. Let's see here. Maybe I know some games the sensitivity doesn't kick in until you get into the gameplay, like get out of the intro area. Okay, so let's get out of our ship here, and then we'll see what happens. Gotta do a little button mashing there. Weave and dodge.
I got this.
And we're going back down. Move on ledges. Alright. Got some Assassin's Creed going on here. Okay.
How do I get back out?
Escape the wreck. Chapter 1. The wreck. Alright, so you press the back button here, you get your mission. Tells you what to do. Can't go to samples yet. You have media. And you can read that there. Okay. Can't go to the log either. No log, no samples. We're playing as Ariane Montclair. But yeah, the sensitivity I'm having an issue with here. It doesn't feel smooth. Yeah, it's just stiff. That's pretty slow. I mean, I'm gonna bump it up to 100 or something, man. Yeah, I mean, I messed with the settings already. Yeah, it's not changing for me. All right, maybe it will in a bit. We're still in the intro.
Need a way out. Does my navigator still work?
Press LB to open up the Pathfinder. Okay.
There!
Okay.
I can get out that way.
You can zoom in, zoom out. So it's their interesting little take on how to figure out where you're supposed to go and everything. The character's movement's a little weird, a little choppy. I mean, it's always kind of been like that in Donut games, so not a big deal. Jump to grab the ledge, already did that. Jump again to grab that next ledge. And then right when you're at it, press X. So, in the settings, I'll show you guys this real quick. In the settings, right at the beginning, there's a few things that you can turn on to make the gameplay a little bit easier for you guys. I didn't because I want it to be, you know, just how the game developers intended. But you can turn this on to where if you run out of oxygen, you don't die. And then the rest of them kind of helps you grab ledges, and you can turn clamber on and things like that. Okay, here we go. Oop. Okay, we have a little skill check there. So if you are about to fall up, you have that. Jump for the ladder. I don't know if we're gonna have to press a button as we're about to grab something every time, or what. Or maybe it's just when it pops up on the screen. So yeah, the sensitivity being slow, that definitely bugs me a little bit. Well, let me see here. Video, yeah, because sometimes there's a camera setting and then there's a, you know, like aiming sensitivity, but no, man. There's only, I mean, it literally says there, controller camera. Let me see if other people are having an issue here. Aphelion, camera slow. Not for me. Someone said walking is shit, controls feel bad and clunky, animations are ugly and buggy, camera feels really bad on control when it's slow. Slow turn. Okay, so slow, sluggish, or mushy camera movement in Aphelion is a recognized issue in some reviews, frequently affecting navigation and puzzle solving. It often manifests as a delayed response where the camera continues to move slowly after you stop turning, or sluggish feel during bouncing on ledges. Manually set the camera sensitivity maximum, then apply, then set to minimum, and apply again and try. Oh, okay. So they say if you do this, and then you apply, and by the way, X on Xbox is apply. Okay, so that definitely changed something there. Drop down from a ledge. Okay, so we're really slow now, so at least we know that what we're doing is changing the camera, so let's go back up to 100 and see if that fixed it. Up and down feels normal. It's just right and left that doesn't feel right. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try one more time. Doing what they're telling me to do. Oh, hold on here. I didn't press apply, even though it doesn't show up on the screen. Yeah, man. No, I didn't fix it. Then it says to check input devices. If you're using a controller, this behavior can be triggered if the right analog stick is not perfectly centered. No, mine, no. If the games menu allows disabled camera acceleration. No, there's no camera acceleration at all. You have gamma, audio, controls, invert, button mapping, language. If the issue is a bug causing camera acceleration, logging out or resetting the UI applicable through usually a PC command can help. Alright, I guess we'll just continue on. I tried. Where are we? Okay, so we just came from there. I am slamming the joystick to the left and to the right, and that is just slow, dude. That is just slow. And then also, this doesn't feel like 60 frames. Room settings. Yeah, there's no setting for the frames. Yeah, this definitely feels like maybe 40 frames, if that. Hold on. It thinks that I'm asking a Apex Legend question. Okay. Yeah, so no 60 frames on console. Definitely an L. Climb. Why would it? Okay, that's... I don't know, guys. So far... Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that, but... I mean, it's a little, I don't know, pixely, a little jittery.
How am I going to get up there?
Use your winch.
Almost there. Come on.
Okay.
Thomas! You there? Say something if you can hear me. Damn it! Didn't have much time.
I usually...
Seriously?
No.
I
Yeah, this
can
game
do this.
try to use some realistic mechanics when you're going over a ledge and climbing.
Luckily, we still have the rover.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but I don't know if I can recommend this game. I mean, that's a big issue. A camera being sluggish and the sensitivity not. I mean, that's a big deal for me, man. You know, that's a big deal for me. I mean, I know some people that can play FPS games, you know, on one sensitivity. I'm not one of those, you know, people. But if my camera's gonna be that slow the whole entire time, I don't know. I don't think I can finish the game. You know. I can't even make it halfway. I mean, even the cutscenes, they just do not really look that smooth or good. We might have another one of those games that just needed more time in the oven, you know? Just got released a little too soon and they didn't have time to polish it or make sure that the settings were okay. And that would probably explain why there was only one version of it in the Microsoft Game Store, and also why the marketing on this game was absolutely terrible. The only trailer I saw of this game was when it got announced at the summer showcase, and man, I don't know if they just gave up, but avoid obstacles. So yeah, if the player can't customize their settings to their liking, I can't recommend the game. I'm sorry. I mean, if the game is 30 FPS, it is what it is, you know. But the camera moving at, you know, just like one. I mean, dude, it's pretty bad. And then that just ruins the immersion, you know? Because you're trying to get into the game and into the story and, you know, trying to learn all the mechanics, and it's very distracting when the camera doesn't move how you want it to move. But I'll keep playing for a little bit. And the animation style is a little rough on the eyes, I gotta say. Just with all the jittering and when it cuts to a different camera angle, it's just not smooth whatsoever. And a game like this, where you know it's not about you know so much about the gameplay, but it's about the story and the cutscenes. When they're gonna be you know kind of choppy, it's just gonna ruin the whole entire thing. This might be the first game I'm gonna have to give a thumbs down. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me go on Steam and see what the reviews are saying here.
Hang on, Thomas.
6 out of 10 on Steam, 2.8 out of 5 on Xbox. Metacritic gave it a 64%. Yeah, that's not good. We got mixed reviews.
This is Hopon astrobiologist Arjan Montclair. We've been forced to make an emergency landing on Persephone. I'm okay, but I've lost contact with my crewmate. Officer Cross was in the engine room when we crashed. I'm currently searching the crash site. Thomas, I really hope you managed to evacuate.
So yeah, I'm looking at a lot of thumbs down here on Steam. Yeah, really great at conveying a sense of loneliness and isolation on a faraway planet. The graphics are good. The soundtrack is good. Yeah, I mean, but then you've got the clunky parkour. I guess there's issues with stealth missions in this game. Puzzles are hard to understand. Bad checkpoint placements. Dialogues cannot be skipped. I expected more from Don't Nod. Nice visuals, great music, boring, pedestrian gameplay. Story may be interesting, but the beginning is so undercooked with so little situational setup or reason to care about these characters. Bought to support the dev. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I downloaded the game, to support the dev. You know, Don't Nod has never let me down. But yeah, this might be the first L that Don't Nod is gonna have to take. Somebody said their game keeps crashing. Can't recommend it right now. Don't Nod have traded their critically acclaimed narrative skills for a frustrating stealth game with janky controls. And I do mean stealth game because you'll be doing a lot of that by the end and probably see the game over screen often. Let's see here. The game has potential, too many things to iron out. Gameplay is not a smooth experience and loses immersion when character environment glitches out. So yeah, I mean, you probably have a great story here. I mean, you can take a look at the environment. You know, it's very cool. They had a good idea on their hands, but you know, when it's not going to be a smooth experience when you're playing the game. You know, I mean, dude, I'm breaking my joystick here trying to get the camera to go left and right. You know. Okay, we can finally sprint here. But just moving the camera around while my character is sprinting, they're not, you know, it's not a great, man. They're just not coexisting properly, is the best way that I can put it. You know, when you move your camera while the character is moving at the same time, it needs to be a smooth experience, and it's just... God, it feels clunky. It feels so rough. It feels like there's 100 pounds on the camera and it's struggling to move, while the character's animation is just very visually unappealing.
Oh, God.
And it's such a shame because then you have, you know, a great environment, a great atmosphere. You're on a planet, and the music's amazing, and you know, you have the right foundation, the right setting for a great game, but you released it too soon. You didn't test it. I don't know what happened. But unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs down. You know. I mean, that's one of the biggest things you got to make sure is right when you release a video game, is the settings. You know, if the player should be able to move their camera very easily. You know? And the easiest way to test if you've done it well is, you know, if the player doesn't go, oh, that's too fast, or oh, that's too slow. If they can't do both of those in the game, then there's an issue. You know, it's just like when I played Mouse PI for Hire, I was figuring out the settings and the sensitivity, but I was like, oh, that was too slow, and oh, that was too fast, and then I found just the right setting for me. You know, and that's how you know they did it right. But I mean, I have it bumped up to 100, man. Up and down is a little bit better than right to left, but man, I'm sorry, but it's a big deal.
Where are you?
It is a big deal.
I'll find you.
The game itself should not be fighting the player. And you see the way she moves too. You know, going up and down. It's just like the animation is just weird. It's just not refined or polished. I don't know. But yeah, I don't recommend this game. I'm sorry. I'm not going to recommend a game that's not finished. I mean, even jumping over that did not look right. That did not look right. For a game releasing in 2026, come on, guys. You know? You know, I don't mean to be a downer, but I really do see what people are saying in the bad reviews. So yeah, I hate to say it, but this is probably going to be one of the first games that I'm not going to finish that I've showcased on the channel. I'll have to go back and check, but I think this might be the first game that I give a thumbs down to on the channel. I can't remember if I gave a thumbs down to any other game. Yeah, you can. So I remember we had this ability that we could use to, yeah, figure out where to go and stuff like that. I mean, there's the yellow thing. Am I supposed to grab that? Here's the wreckage, you know. Oh, I think I'm supposed to grab these. Okay. There we go. We're at 30 minutes right now. We'll play a little bit longer. Yeah, that might get a little annoying when you hop on something and you have to do that skill check every time. I wouldn't even really call it a skill check. You know, you just have to press A before it fills up. It's not really hard to do. Yeah, I mean, this game feels like it came out
nothing was spared.
like 10 years ago or something. You know, it's just not good. I mean, that right there did not look good. But I'll play it for a few more minutes. I mean, I definitely...
Good thing I had the winch.
To run on the wall and get momentum. Okay, so I guess I have to go down to like have my feet on the thing. Okay. Oh, I see. So you go left to right. Yeah, just like in Assassin's Creed, I see. Looks like we got another mind's eye, ladies and gentlemen. Is that too mean?
Thomas, I'm inside. Can you hear me?
God, she just does not look good when she's moving around, man. God damn. Finally, we have
Sprout survived all this.
something we can interact with. Besides
Maybe
the
there's
ledges.
still hope for life here.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that. Look how bad that is. Look at that. That is not good. I'm sorry.
Finally, the engine room. Oh no. Thomas.
So far, we've just been climbing and ledge grabbing. You know? Yeah. I mean, I can tell the gameplay's gonna get real stale. Real fast. As far as I know, this is the first game they've made like this, where the gameplay is a little bit more extra, or whatever you want to call it. Because usually in Don't Nod games, there isn't, you know, there's no climbing, there's no, you know, in Life is Strange, you play as a high school girl who you go around and you try to figure things out. There's a lot of things that you can interact with, and it's very heavily story driven. There's nothing where you're sliding down and you have to, you know, shoot your grappling hook or anything like that. It was the same in Tell Me Why, where you just had a story, you played as characters, and you walk around and discover things, you know, kind of being a detective. Same thing in Twin Mirror. But in Twin Mirror you had, and each game you had a special ability. Like in Life is Strange, you were able to rewind time and fast forward. In Life is Strange 2, they explored with telekinesis. And then in Twin Mirror, the ability was you had like a split personality that you could interact with, and you would go into your own mind, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. And then Tell Me Why, I think it was telepathic powers, I think. But all four of those games I enjoyed, you know. And I'm not saying they're wrong in trying to, you know, have some more gameplay, some more engaging gameplay in their games. But you got to make sure it's smooth, and you know, maybe this is what happens when you step out of your zone. You know,
The escape pod. Tell me you got
there's
out.
nothing wrong with doing it, but you got to make sure you do it right.
This means he launched. He must have launched. Just have to figure out where he landed. This isn't how it ends, Thomas. I promise.
There's that acorn he was wearing.
Oh no. Oh! Hell. Crap.
The running looked better than the walking. I will say that.
Dr. Montclair to Officer Cross. Do you read me? Mission Control. Anybody copy? personal log of Dr. Ariane Montclair, reporting from the first manned exploration mission to Persephone. Our ship is lost, with all our equipment. I don't know if we can salvage this mission. But I've made a promise to bring answers, to find the heat source of Persephone, and tell the world if this place could save humanity. Become our new home. So that's where I'm headed. The mission to evaluate habitability at the source is officially underway. Finally. Looks like I'm getting something. Thomas, is that you? You're alive. You're trying to contact me too. Let's see if I can get a better signal from up there.
Okay, that is gonna do it for me on this game, guys. Checked it out, and I gotta say, I am not impressed whatsoever. It definitely has potential with the story and the atmosphere and the environment, things like that, but the gameplay is, I mean, the gameplay itself, problems or no problems, it's very boring. I mean, even just walking around and interacting with things in the previous Life is Strange games, that was more exciting than this, I gotta say. I mean, you're just climbing and jumping, and I'm sure it gets more exciting as the game goes on. But with the controls how they are and the animation and just the sluggishness and the there's just no smoothness with the movement, and it's just kind of rough on the eyes. I cannot recommend this game, but like I said, you go to the Game Pass. It's free on there. If you want to download it, check it out. You can do so if you want. But yeah, I think this might be the first game that I'm going to be giving a thumbs down to on the channel. I feel bad because it's Don't Nod, and they've done really good on the previous games that they've made, but this is going to be an L for me. I can't recommend it. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. And if you guys somehow, some way enjoyed this, give it a like, and I will see you guys on the next gameplay showcase review.